Hey everybody, and welcome back to our YouTube channel here at Dynamic Core Studios. Hopefully you've checked out our last video with our Prowler shuttle sprints. But with this video, what we're looking to do is start off a sequence of videos and posts that will be coming between here and our Facebook page from the instructors that work here at the studios. And the purpose of this is twofold. One of them is just to show that we do actually work out. We do hit the gym from time to time, and we do have our own goals. So hopefully that will come across to our members and clients, and you'll get to see that despite the fact that we do a lot of talking, we do actually do a little bit of work ourselves as well. The second reason is that we have our own plateaus and our own goals, and not only does it make us accountable for them, but it means that if anybody out there is watching this and thinking, that's what I'm working on, maybe you'll be able to get some tips or some advice or just some ideas as to how to progress your training and try and make improvements along with us through the 6-week periods that we're working on. We've really just set a target of 6 weeks again so that we can stagger it with the member challenges that we're putting up. So the Prowler challenge will run, and then a week or two later we'll start our challenge, and then the Prowler challenge will finish. We'll set another challenge for the members, and then a couple of weeks later we'll finish ours and see where we're at, and then we'll set ourselves new targets as well. So I'm going to kick things off. Over the past few months, I've really been suffering from tight lower back, really caused by over-tight hip flexors and an overly developed lower back muscle. I've been working on trying to manipulate them, and with the help of Danny, our in-house physio, I've started to loosen off a little bit, and I'm back into the deadlifting now. So my goal really is to try and build my strength back up in all the basic movements: deadlift, squat, bench press, overhead press and row. So my hope is that I'm going to be returning here in 6 weeks' time, and I'll have progressed from the 170 kilos for 3 reps that you're seeing in this video, and without losing any major form, have increased that up to 180 kilos for 3 reps. I'm going to be working hard on it, but we'll see how we get on over the coming weeks. On top of that, obviously flexibility in my hip flexors has been the issue that has kept me from training with deadlifts and squats over the past couple of months. So my hope here is to work on the flexibility in my hip flexors, and just another area that has been very tight for me, which is my shoulder flexion. So to measure this, what I've done is taken a side photograph of myself in a hip flexor stretch, which you can see here, and my goal is then to come back in 6 weeks' time and not only have increased the deadlifts, but have increased the angle in my hip flexor in this photograph, and the back bend and the shoulder flexion as well. I will be training with everything else, and one of the things that I am going to try and push back up again is my bench press, and I'm going to try and take that back up to around about 130 kilos for 3 reps. But I'll be working with everything else: overhead presses, bent over rows, and some basic hypertrophy work as well. But for the purposes of this sequence of videos, I'm going to be holding myself accountable to you guys with my deadlift and the flexion in my hip flexors. So these are the 2 things I'm going to be coming back on and comparing to the videos and photographs that I've got at the moment. So hopefully in 6 weeks' time you will see an improvement. Following on from this, we're going to get all the other instructors, as I say, to either create their own videos or put posts up on our Facebook page, and they'll all have their own individual goals that they're working on at the moment. And if something in there strikes you as something very similar to what you're doing, then it's obviously a good idea to stay on board and watch how they're going about their progression, and maybe you'll pick a few tips up and you'll be able to progress along with us. So hopefully you guys think this is a good idea and you're going to get involved. I know this is quite a young page at the moment. We don't even have a banner picture yet, but we'll get to that. We will get this spruced up a little bit, and we'll do this a little more professionally, more and more as time goes on. But in the meantime, if you want to get involved, then just post below. Tell us what your goals are going to be. If you want to make a video, make a video. If you want to take a picture to show some level of flexion the way that I have, then that's entirely up to you. Whatever way you can track where you are at the moment, and then track your progress through to the 6-week period time, that's a much better way of trying to track progress than just constantly relying on the scale. And over time, the results that you're looking for from a physique point of view will come along with it, so long as you're just focusing on all the elements that make up a good training practice. So this is video number 1. Hopefully there'll be a lot more of these, and I do invite you all to get involved, and we'll see you next time.